With help of a grant from the Colorado Health Foundation, there's going to be a lot of changes coming to some of the parks on the east side of Greeley in the coming years. And with us today, we have park planner Sarah Boyd to talk about some of those changes. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, to start off our East Greeley parks, we have Delta, Balsam, East Memorial, we have the Wagon Tail Dog Park. But this grant, actually, what is the overall big picture that's going to be happening in some of the East Greeley parks?
We will be looking to renovate 3 existing parks, as you mentioned, East Memorial, Delta, and Balsam, add new amenities with feedback from residents, but we'll also be looking to do a whole new park site, which will be the East Memorial Natural Area, and that's the area right behind us.
Yeah, this area back over here, and you don't have specific plans for it other than you want to make it a new destination, if you will, but you're going to have a ton of public outreach coming up in the coming months to get people's input and ideas for what's going to be here, correct?
Absolutely. It will be a nature play park, which will help us organize those ideas around things citizens in the City of Greeley are unfamiliar with, really focused on nature play, nature elements, getting out into nature, and it'll look different than anything we've seen before. And that feedback is a part of an ongoing effort that we've been doing over the course of the past 3 years. It was a result of some GOCO Inspire effort, as well as the Urban Land Institute that came out and visited with residents. So we'll be picking up from that outreach and engagement that already occurred and doing more with residents to help sculpt and refine that effort.
Yeah, we want to make this a place that everyone just wants it to be, right? It's not just putting in some grass and a slide. It's
Absolutely. It's going to look completely different. I would expect tall grasses, wooden elements, and maybe things that we haven't even thought of yet and that we're waiting to hear from residents what they would like to see.
Exactly. So if you as a resident have an idea like, I wish there was this in a park, these upcoming meetings might be a great place that you could actually make that happen. and if you want to follow along the project, you can go to playgreeley.com. There'll be some updates posted there along with some of the notices for the upcoming meetings. Of the existing parks here, can you tell us a bit about what some of those are going to get upgraded to or what's going to be added to those?
Well, obviously we're looking for a little more input from residents. East Memorial Park, we're looking to add maybe some things that complement what the school that they've got going on with their outdoor learning classrooms, so we'll be taking more feedback on that. Delta and Balsam have had absolutely no public engagement yet, so we really do want to hear from residents. How can we help sculpt those places and spaces to meet the needs of residents in this neighborhood? So it's blank slate, if you will.
Yeah, I like the idea of the blank slate. And it's not about just building a park, because it's not like the Field of Dreams. You can't just build a park and expect to come. But you guys are also looking to add a neighborhood coordinator that's going to facilitate having programs and getting people to use these as well, correct?
As you said, this is a grant offered to us by the Colorado Health Foundation, which aims to activate these places and spaces for residents. So we'll be looking at what are those things that we can do in these parks that will help engage residents to get them inside, be a part of their parks, and have a good time when they're outside. So the Healthy Neighborhood Coordinator will be looking to activate those spaces, working with the recreation programming to figure out what it is that we can offer that the residents want to see and what do they want to do with their families out of doors.
And then can you speak to a little about what was the inspiration for making this general area such a big target for the upcoming years with this grant?
When we started with the GOCO Inspire projects, it was really aimed at getting youth outside. That afforded us the opportunity to map and look at all of the City of Greeley parks and figure out which neighborhoods had quality access to outdoor natural environments within a 10-minute walking distance. And when we got to looking at this neighborhood, we realized we had a piece of property that would help us provide healthy outdoor places to residents within a 10-minute walking distance. But we also realized that there were some things going on in this neighborhood. We were a little bit isolated by Highway 85 and Highway 34. We had great schools, and we also had the Boys and Girls Club that were interested in being partners as a part of this project. So it was a nexus of things that came together that said this is the place in Greeley that this should happen.
Well, fantastic. I think we're all very, very excited about some of the things that are coming down here. And again, you said playgreeley.com is where there's going to be updates and information. Is there anything else that's going to be pertinent on there that people need to watch out for the coming years or months, I guess?
The first year is really going to be design and outreach and engagement about these projects. So I encourage people to get involved in the community events and come out and tell us about what makes a park special and what would get you and your family out having a good time more often and enjoying all the healthful benefits that Colorado has to offer.
Yeah, and there's great times over here too because you have the parks, you have the natural area, you have the dog park, you have the water park. I mean, it's pretty much a one-stop shop for pretty much anything outdoors over here.
Absolutely. We want residents to have a good time and value what they have in their neighborhood.
Fantastic. We appreciate all the hard work you're doing, and I look forward to seeing what you guys have to come up with.
Hope we get to talk again more about this project.
I'm sure we will. We're East Memorial Project here on the east side of Greeley. Lots of big changes, but we need your input. So look for those public meetings coming up. Get your ideas in there and what the future of these parks and natural areas could look like. You can find out more at playgreeley.com.